Have you ever wondered why for some money brings happiness while for others it leads to destruction? Let's delve into the mysteries of money through Morgan Housel's enlightening book, The Psychology of Money. Housel proposes an interesting perspective. It's not about how much money you have, but rather how you think about it that truly matters. The book peels back the layers of our relationship with money, revealing that our behaviors and beliefs about it are often more critical than the actual amount in our bank accounts. Now you might be thinking, but money is just a tool, right? Well, yes and no. It is a tool, but it's also a psychological entity. How we use this tool and the decisions we make around it are heavily influenced by our upbringing, our experiences, and our emotions. These factors shape our financial behaviors and, in turn, our financial outcomes. Think about it. How many times have you heard stories of people who win the lottery, only to end up broke a few years later? Or the tales of those who started from nothing and built immense wealth, seemingly against all odds? These stories illustrate that our financial destinies are not just determined by the numbers on a balance sheet, but by our attitudes, our beliefs, and our actions. The Psychology of Money takes us on a fascinating journey through the emotional landscape of finance. It explores how our unique experiences and personal histories influence our attitudes towards money, and how these attitudes in turn shape our financial futures. It's not a book about getting rich quick or finding the perfect investment strategy. Instead, it's a book about understanding the complex relationship we all have with money and how to navigate it wisely. So let's take a step back and reflect on our own financial behaviors. Are they driven by logical analysis, or are they influenced by our emotions, our fears, and our desires? And how can we use this understanding to make better financial decisions? Indeed, money is not just an object, it is a psychological entity, a mirror reflecting our deepest desires and fears. The Psychology of Money delves into several intriguing themes. It challenges us to consider a fresh perspective on wealth, savings, risk, and uncertainty. One of the central themes of the book is that wealth is not about what you see. Conventional wisdom tells us that wealth is displayed through material possessions and lavish lifestyles. But Morgan Housel invites us to reconsider this notion. He argues that true wealth is not about what you spend, but what you save. It's the car not purchased, the vacation not taken, the expensive dress left on the rack. This idea encourages us to reflect on the unseen aspect of wealth, the part that is saved and invested for the future. Next, the book emphasizes the importance of saving money. It's not a new concept, but Housel presents it in a novel light. We're reminded that saving isn't about deprivation. Instead, it's about giving your future self options and freedom. It's a gift to your future self, a shield against unforeseen circumstances, and a tool to achieve your goals. The Psychology of Money also encourages us to avoid taking unnecessary risks. In the world of finance, high risk often equates to high reward, but Housel suggests a more measured approach. He advises us to only take on as much risk as is needed to achieve our goals. Anything beyond that is unnecessary and could lead to financial ruin. Lastly, the book advises us to be comfortable with uncertainty. In a world that seeks certainty and predictability, this advice is counterintuitive, but Housel asserts that uncertainty is a fundamental aspect of life and finance. Rather than trying to predict the unpredictable, we should build systems and habits that allow us to navigate uncertainty with grace. These themes invite us to reassess our relationship with money, to see it not as a goal, but as a tool. The Psychology of Money doesn't just inform us about financial principles, it challenges us to reflect, reassess, and ultimately transform our understanding and relationship with money. One of the most impactful lessons from the book is the power of narratives. Narratives, simply put, are the stories we tell ourselves. They shape our perceptions, guide our decisions, and ultimately dictate our behavior. In the realm of finance, these narratives play a crucial role, often leading us down paths of irrationality. Take, for instance, the poignant tale of a man who, driven by the narrative of thrift and frugality, saved diligently, only to lose everything to unforeseen health expenses. It was a narrative of safety, a belief that if he saved enough, he would be protected from life's uncertainties. But as reality showed, this was a flawed narrative. Life is unpredictable, and no amount of savings can fully shield us from its whims. This story is not an isolated example. Each one of us constructs our own narratives, believing them to be truth. We see the wealthy entrepreneur and think, if I work hard enough, I too can be successful. We observe the retiree enjoying a comfortable life and tell ourselves, if I save diligently, I can enjoy my golden years in peace. But here's the catch. These narratives are often oversimplified and ignore the complex interplay of factors that shape our financial lives. Hard work does not always result in success. Savings do not always guarantee security. Yet, we cling to these narratives because they give us a sense of control in an inherently unpredictable world. The power of narratives extends beyond personal finance. It permeates every aspect of our lives, influencing our relationships, careers, and overall worldview. We are, in essence, the stories we tell ourselves, and these stories can either propel us forward or hold us back. The key, then, is to recognize the narratives we subscribe to, understand their origins, question their validity, and if necessary, rewrite them. Because, as Morgan Housel eloquently puts it, the most important stories about money are the ones we tell ourselves. We are all storytellers, and our financial lives are the stories we tell ourselves. And the first step to better financial decisions is understanding the narratives that guide them. Luck and risk, two sides of the same coin, play a significant role in our financial lives. These two factors, often mistaken for one another, can greatly influence the outcomes of our financial decisions. Morgan Housel, in his book, The Psychology of Money, delves into this intriguing concept. The author argues that many of our financial successes and failures are not solely the result of skill or lack thereof. Instead, they are often the product of luck, good or bad, and the risks we choose to take or avoid. Housel emphasizes that recognizing this can help us develop a more realistic and forgiving perspective on money. Consider the story of Bill Gates, which Housel uses to illustrate his point. Gates, one of the world's richest individuals, attributes a significant portion of his success to luck. He was lucky to be born in a time and place where he had access to computers at a young age. He was lucky to meet individuals who shared his passion and could help him realize his vision. This isn't to undermine Gates's intelligence or work ethic, but without those lucky breaks, Microsoft may never have been born. On the flip side, risk is an inherent part of any financial decision. Any investment we make, any business we start, is a risk. Yet we often mistake the positive outcomes of these risks as solely the result of our skills or intelligence. This misattribution can lead to overconfidence and, in turn, to financial decisions that are riskier than they should be. Housel suggests that by acknowledging the role of luck and risk in our financial lives, we can make better decisions. We can learn to take calculated risks and to be humble in our successes and forgiving in our failures. This, in turn, can lead to a healthier relationship with money. Understanding the role of luck and risk can help us make better financial decisions. So as we navigate the complex world of finance, let's remember to give due credit to these two silent players, luck and risk. They might just be the key to understanding our financial stories. Why does The Psychology of Money resonate with so many readers? Well, the answer to that question lies in the universal applicability of its insights. Regardless of your financial background, whether you're a Wall Street mogul or a small-time saver, this book has something to offer you. The Psychology of Money isn't just about dollars and cents, it's about understanding the role of money in our lives and how it influences our decisions, our relationships, and our happiness. What makes this book so impactful is its ability to delve deep into the human psyche and unearth the often irrational behaviors we exhibit when it comes to money. It provides a mirror, reflecting our biases, our fears, and our dreams, all intertwined with our financial decisions. In doing so, it equips us with the tools to make wiser financial choices, ones that align with our long-term goals and values, rather than being swayed by short-term gains or losses. One of the key takeaways from this book is the understanding that wealth isn't just about making money. It's about attaining financial freedom, the ability to live a life that isn't dictated by the next paycheck. This book helps readers discern between wealth and riches, and in doing so, allows us to redefine our definition of success. But perhaps the most compelling reason why this book resonates with so many is its humanistic approach to finance. It's not a dry textbook filled with graphs and equations. Instead, it's a collection of stories, anecdotes, and real-life examples that make the complex world of finance relatable and digestible. It's a book that speaks to our hearts as much as it does to our minds. The Psychology of Money isn't just a book about finance. It's a book about life, about the choices we make and the stories we tell ourselves. And that is why it resonates with so many of us. So whether you're looking to improve your financial situation or simply gain a deeper understanding of your relationship with money, The Psychology of Money is a book that will undoubtedly offer you invaluable insights.